Hello YouTube. Today I think I'm gonna try to put some drift knuckles on my car, but first I have to attempt to get up my god-awful driveway again. So if I have to hear these awful noises, then so do you. One day I will get up this thing without scraping. It's rare that she's in the garage, but I love the look when she is. So if you missed the last video, I really recommend you watching it. It just means a bit to me. It was my first ever drift event that I went to. Bradley's been to a couple, but he went to ones in Japan, so one we were looking at wasn't anything for him. But I'm now inspired after seeing all that just craziness. And I want to put my drift knuckles on now. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm kind of scared to do it. So we're just gonna have to kind of see what happens. But first, I want to show you guys this new car that I just picked up. It's a Lincoln MKZ. It's not supposed to be anything cool, but I think that I'm gonna start daily in this until I can afford to get a Mazda B pickup. So I just thought this little thing was neat. So I'm not really sure why, but I really am terrified to do this. But I'm done waiting, so I guess we're just gonna send it. So because since I'm so cool, I have these spiked lug nuts and they require a key. So I use this little socket here, but we're gonna loosen these first. Since it's a rear wheel drive car, it's just too hard to get these off in the air. And everything I do over here, I'm doing just the same on the other side. So now we're gonna do my favorite part, jacking the car up with a scissor jack, because my low profile jack broke. Yay. All right, so Mia is now popping a wheelie. Hell yeah. Let's take these wheels off. Here's my spiked lugs off Amazon, if you're curious. I love these, I do recommend them. Okay, now we're getting to the part that I'm scared of for some reason. Also, here's my coilovers in case any of you guys care. Yep, so now we're getting to a point where I need my good old stepdad, YouTube, to come in and tell me what to do. Okay, I think I got it. I was messing around, and I think I got it. There we go. There's the brake caliper. And there is the brake disc. Gotta find somewhere better to put this. Hey, there we go. Wow, this bolt looks cool. Okay, slight issue. I don't have a socket big enough to fit in there, I don't think. I'm gonna keep looking, but we may have an issue. We got nothing. I have to go to the parts store. And my car has no wheel and it's in the air. Let's figure it out. All right, we went to O'Reilly's, got this big ol' 1 1/8 socket, got this guy off. We can finally continue. Time to get this shield here off. I need more torque. Yes, torque stick. Here, I want a water tube. There's the shield. I'm scared. All right, so now we gotta get this guy out, and as much as it pains me, all the tutorials say to smack the hell out of it with a hammer. Didn't do anything. So guys, I got good news and bad news. Actually, I have two good news and one bad news. First good news, it's freaking beautiful outside. Second good news, we got the drift knuckles on. Check it, look at that. Oh, perfect, mwah. Bad news, one of the boots on my brake caliper was completely shot. That means that when it was braking my car, it was braking at an angle. This is awful. I don't know what you know about cars. This is like not drivable. This is atrocious. So went to O'Reilly's. I was like, hey, yo, I need some brake calipers. And I also need some pins and some boots. And they were like, well, cool, we don't have anything. So I picked up some grease and yeah, gonna have to keep Mia in the garage for the night, and we'll get back to it tomorrow. All right, so it is now day 2 of putting on these drift knuckles, and well, the drift knuckles are on, but we need to fix this brake issue. So here's what a brake pad is supposed to look like, and here's what we were dealing with. Time to put the wheel back on. All right, everybody, we got new brakes in the front and got everything put back together. While we were looking, I do need new rear brakes as well, and I need new brake rotors, so I have those ordered. Let's see when they come, hopefully. But yeah, I'm gonna tighten these wheels back down, and yeah, we'll see if it's still aligned and how far it turns to one side. All right, guys, we got the wheels on, and it's not something crazy, but that is so much more angle than I had before. Look at that. We should actually be able to start sliding. I think this means that this is officially now a drift car, at least the beginning of a drift car. Look at that. Oh yes. I was gonna wait until I made the car purple, but I went ahead and put this Gengar sticker here because I'm theming the car around Gengar. As you can see, I have a little Gengar plush there, and I thought that would be cool if it popped up. So we're up at our buddy Colin's house. He's the guy, he's had 108 Miatas, only NAs and NBs, and he has a whole business. He was actually in the drift event last video. So here's that car right there, and we're about to go on a ride in the NA M Edition supercharged Miata. This is nuts. The supercharged NA M Edition. I've never been in any supercharged car, so it's crazy that the first one I've ever been in is a Miata.
That's badass.
All right, so although we have the drift knuckles on, the project is not fully done. It's not super bad. Obviously, I just drove to Walmart, so it's still drivable, but she does need an alignment. The wheel's cocked a little bit to the right, and it wants to pull a little bit to the left. It's 130 bucks to do that. And as a car guy, one, I think it's fun to fix stuff, and two, I don't really have 130 bucks to be fixing that right now. I've never taken my car to a shop. I've done everything myself except for beating tires and an inspection. So yeah, today we're gonna try to figure that out, and also we're gonna get that air compressor out because I don't got AC, so it's just heavy weight sitting there. So I'm gonna be talking to you guys like I know what I'm doing. In reality, just know that I've watched one YouTube video on this 2 times, and now I think that I know how to do it. So the first step is you have 2 anchor points and a string. You have one at the front of the car and one at the back of the car. You get them perfectly lined up to where both sides on the rear tire read the same measurement, and then you make the front wheel go to that measurement. So as you can now see, I have a taut piece of twine in between 2 lawn chairs, because I'm a master mechanic. And now we're gonna line it up to where it's perfectly the same on each side. So you measure on the side of your wheels. I know this isn't right, but I just wanna see. So right here, I'm at about 3/4 of an inch, and over here, I'm at almost 1.5 inches. I'm gonna try to get it to about 1/2 inch. So I'm gonna move this guy back a little bit, and I'm gonna move that guy back a lot. So I'm measuring from here and from here, and it doesn't really exactly matter how you measure it as long as you're being consistent. I'm measuring the inside part of the string. So as you can see 3/4 on the inside, 3/4 on the inside. We come up over here, and on the Miata, the back wheels are wider than the front wheels, so we just have to make sure the measurements are the same with each other to an extent. So here, we're almost at 2 inches. Looks like 2 7/8. And on this side, we're at 1 1/4. So this guy needs to go toe in a lot. Also, make sure your suspension is out by driving in a straight line, and also make sure your steering wheel is straight when doing this. All right, so now we're under the car. We have this tie rod here. All right, so this guy needs to be brought in because it's connected to the front. So what we need to do is take off this locking nut and just make it where it's loose. All right, gang. I've been getting kind of mad at this for a while. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had to take a couple breaks, but progress that we made off camera is I finally got that bolt off. Took just pushing really hard, and now I'm just dialing it back in and back out until this guy is at least straighter than it was. So far it is better, but I'm wanting to see if I can get this toe end that we're looking at right here just in a little bit more. It's still just a little bit wide. So here, let me show you what we're doing. All right, so we're still messing with this guy. Here's the locking nut right here. And then, actually, I guess you can't see it, but I promise it's there. And then you're tightening and loosening this guy to bring it in and out. So let's just keep messing here. So you're not supposed to measure it while it's in the air, but I am measuring it in the air just to get a slight idea so I don't have to keep jacking it up and down. All right, there's a good chance that I have to jack this guy up again, but we're gonna take it down and measure it. Guys, I got it like almost perfect. I'm actually shocked. I expected to get down here and see just how awful it was. So I can't exactly explain why, but the front tires are supposed to be toe out, I think 1/16 of an inch, and it's just at 1/16 of an inch. All right, tightened everything back up. I'm gonna take a test ride and really hope I don't have to climb the driveway again. All right, we're in the car. So far, I can't really tell how we are. All I did was take one corner. Oh, we got kids looking. You know, gotta give them the lights, obviously. Give them a little rev. So far, it feels good taking the corners. We got a straight here. Let's align the wheel. Hey, that's pretty dang good. It's slightly to the right and it's going slightly to the right. So I think that's just the steering wheel. Completely straight, and I'm going completely straight. Oh my God, I got it like dang near perfect. That is very, very good news. Let's go back to the house. I am so proud that I aligned my own car. I really thought for sure I was gonna have to go to a shop to do it, but it's perfect. And for a $0 fix, that was crazy. All it took was 2 wrenches and a little bit of strength and some patience. That was great. I am so proud that I did that. All right, everybody. I know that was a little bit of a longer one, but thank you guys for watching. I'm very happy that we're starting to at least be able to consider it the beginning of a drift car. We should have another video coming pretty soon. I'm actually already in the process of filming it. But again, please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to see. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.